Since the release of Old Town Road back in 2019, Lil Nas X has gone on to become one of the most popular rap artists around. With his signature style and love for controversy, there's no doubt that he continues to make waves. So let's take a look at some of the newest headlines involving our favorite country rapper. Number 1, he had an opportunity to star alongside Zendaya. First things first, it's important to note that Lil Nas X has not just become popular over the years because of his incredible talent on the mic. As it turns out, being gay in the modern rap industry is not exactly the way to success, especially when the rap game has always focused on being masculine and making a name for yourself on the streets. But as we're all aware by now, who you love is not exactly something that you can flip on a dime. And while this doesn't necessarily influence who you are as a person, it definitely affects how some people see you. Rather than hiding this part of himself from the public though, Lil Nas X has leaned heavily on his homosexuality, stating that people who are uncomfortable with who he is shouldn't be listening to him anyway. And it's not just these actions of his which have had him catching some attention over the years. The man also has a very flamboyant dress style that is either praised or criticized based on whoever is witnessing it. Just take a look at what the rap artist wore on the latest red carpet event and you'll see what we're saying. But as we mentioned earlier, this is the crux of who Lil Nas X is, which makes us appreciate him even more. What you might not have known about the rapper though is that this in-your-face attitude of his caught the attention of the showrunners of the HBO Max show Euphoria. Considered by many to be a teenage drama that is unsuitable for teenagers, the show has most certainly caught some criticism over the years for the type of subject matter it tackles. Similar to 13 Reasons Why, it doesn't care much about its reception, but rather focuses on the message that it's putting out into the world. And if this description of the show didn't make you think of Lil Nas X, then you haven't been paying attention. Suffice to say, the rap artist would have fit perfectly into the setting of the show and would have likely portrayed the role of a new homosexual student at the school that Zendaya's character attends. But in the newest cover story of Variety magazine, Lil Nas X made it clear that he had to turn down this opportunity to star in season 2 of the critically acclaimed franchise. And according to him, this was mostly due to the fact that he wanted to concentrate on his musical career. In his own words, "I was actually going to do Euphoria, but I didn't want to take time away from finishing my album. I definitely want to get into acting, but I feel I have to give it my all, and I want to focus on music for right now. I want my first movie to be amazing." It goes without saying that fans of Lil Nas X won't be surprised to hear that the rapper wants to get into acting at some point. This can be seen in the fact that he always gives his all when it comes to his music videos. In fact, his video rendition of Montero comes up as another controversial moment in the runtime of his career, which had many boycotting him for being a Satanist. Sounds pretty crazy, right? And it was considering how he actually ended up sleeping with and then killing the devil by the end of the video. Suffice to say, the man is artistically sound and clearly has a lot to say about life, so an acting career is most certainly in the future for the lyrical genius. We are, however, glad to hear that when he does make this move over to acting, he'll be focusing on it completely and giving it his all. It's also great to hear that he would give up such an incredible opportunity to ensure that his music doesn't suffer. He knows exactly what he wants out of life, and we suppose this is why he is currently considered to be the most streamed male rapper on Spotify right now. Number 2, it looks like Lil Nas X is in love. This isn't the only bit of information that Lil Nas X fans know in his recent interview with Variety magazine though. When the 22-year-old superstar was asked about whether he is able to have much of a love life while touring and working on his musical career, Lil Nas responded by giving a rare glimpse into his personal life. First off, he went on to describe the men that he's usually attracted to, who just so happen to be hot and emotionally unavailable. Suffice to say, the rapper has a type, but after focusing on himself for a while, he came to realize that he needed something more out of a relationship. Taking a step back from the emotionally unavailable models that he was used to spending time with also did him some good, as it resulted in Lil Nas meeting the man of his dreams. And according to him, this new man might very well be the one. In his own words, "I've had some good boyfriends and some bad ones. A lot of them were emotionally unavailable or had a lot of insecurity and whatnot, but I've found someone special now. I think this is the one. I can't explain it, it's just a feeling." The rapper didn't ignore the fact that he's often the face of criticism in the rap industry since he's so open about his sexuality, stating that this has always been something that ended up getting in the way of his previous relationships. Not everyone out there wants to be with someone who's trying to spread a message in the way that Lil Nas is, after all, which ends up drumming up serious insecurities down the line. But luckily for this 22-year-old Grammy Award winner, the new boyfriend on the scene loves him for who he is, and we couldn't be happier for him. That being said, Lil Nas X was still pretty hush when it came to actually naming his partner, which the interviewer from Variety magazine respected. This hasn't stopped the internet from making some guesses as to the identity of Lil Nas X's new boo though, and as of right now, there's only one man the fans are focused on. We are, of course, talking about the Colombian dancer by the name of a.k.a, who has appeared alongside Lil Nas X on quite a few occasions. Probably the most famous was during the performance of Lil Nas X during the BET Awards, where he went on to kiss the rapper in what appeared to be a choreographed move. That being said, a.k.a is also known for being the backup dancer who licked Lil Nas on the neck while he was performing his newest track on Saturday Night Live back in May. These two appearances caused quite a bit of buzz online, with fans taking one of two stances. Some believe that a.k.a was just doing what he was being paid to, like any other backup dancer in the industry, while others believe that there was something between the two that just couldn't be faked. This buzz was at an all-time high when Lil Nas X decided to post an Instagram story picture of him lying on the six-pack of an unidentified male. The internet sleuths went on to match the skin tone of this unidentified male with that of a.k.a, stating once and for all that the no-face case had been finally solved. That being said, this is still nothing more than conjecture. Whether the man of his dreams is actually a.k.a or not, we'll have to wait and see. But in the end, it doesn't really matter that much. Lil Nas X is happy and has finally found someone who accepts him for who he is. And as it turns out, that's all we ever wanted for our favorite rapper. Let's just hope that things stay happy for the foreseeable future. Number 3. The apparent relationship between him and James Charles. This isn't the only romantic connection that fans have made to Lil Nas X though, with the previous rumor around town being that the rapper was in a relationship with high-profile beauty influencer James Charles. For those of you who don't know much about the man, James Charles has well over 25 million subscribers on YouTube at the moment and has made waves over the last few years for being one of the greatest makeup gurus on the internet. The influencer has, however, been laying low after having admitted to having a sexual texting relationship with a 16-year-old boy in April of this year. Doesn't sound like something that Lil Nas X would be into, right? Well, these rumors started back in November of last year, which is when the two filmed a YouTube video together. In the video, we can see Charles doing Lil Nas X's makeup and asking him a few questions, which is something that the YouTuber has always done with famous guests. Some fans of Lil Nas thought that there was something more between the two stars though, other than the fact that they were clearly having fun together. And when asked about whether this was true or not, Lil Nas actually responded on Twitter with this scathing comment of, "Two gay men can do something together without y'all sexualizing it." Suffice to say, the rapper was not going to put up with these ridiculous rumors. And since the skin tone of James Charles clearly doesn't match that of the new man on the scene, whether they used to date is of no concern to us. As we said earlier, Lil Nas X is happy, and that's all that matters. What do you think about the latest Lil Nas X headlines though? Be sure to let us know in the comment section down below.